Hello, it's Lisa Brown, Brown Goes Crafting, and this is an old video I did back in 2020 when I still had my shop in town. Taking a DollarTree jute, you can use the natural color or the white, and we're going to glue this around our plunger so that it won't look like it's a plunger. You want to go round and round this and get it all done. And I went ahead and stained the pole on it just so that it wouldn't have that light colored of wood. That is a telltale sign of it being a plunger. Now I went ahead and got that all the way up, and like I said, this was a craft-a-thon that I had, and you had to have part of it done or you'd never get done in 20 minutes. And what I did here is I took a bunch of about 5 or 6 bunches of the DollarTree leaves. This was back when they were $1. And I put a zip tie down at the bottom, and then I came up a little higher and I kind of pushed those stems down within the jute that I had there. And I went ahead and finished wrapping my jute all the way up and glued it off. Now we're going to go ahead and take it and pull our limbs down, or our stems, I should say, for lack of better words. But we're going to pull these stems down and try to spread them out just a little bit. Now I'm taking 3 or 4 and I'm going to go down right next to where I had the other ones and put in a zip tie. And it's easier if you go ahead and put in 2 zip ties. One of them needs to be fairly tight and the other one just a little bit loose. And the reason why you want to leave it just a little bit loose is that way you can sneak in some other pieces and make it a little bit fuller. Sometimes you'll have bare spots like right there, and I snuck another one in, and I'm working on getting those down in that little area so that I can fill out all my little places there. I'm kind of mashing it down just a little bit. Now we're going to come up with another bunch, and I had 4 or 5 pieces. I'm doing the exact same thing. Went ahead and added a couple more, so there's probably about 8 bunches right there. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting on 2 zip ties, one at the bottom and one up about 3 inches higher, just under where the leaves start. Now we're going to go ahead and start pulling down our leaves one at a time. And you will have some bare spots. You just have to fiddle with it. Isn't that an old word, fiddling with something? Just fiddle with it and try to fill up all your areas. Just pull all of your limbs apart. Now I'm taking the last little bunch, and these will be the top of our tree. And I'm just doing the same thing. I'm putting 2 zip ties on it. And they'll kind of stand up more towards straight up. I may bring a few of the limbs down just a little bit. But this makes a gorgeous fall tree. You could put it in your table. You can set it in a corner in your house, up on a pedestal maybe. There's all kinds of things you can do with these trees. You can see right there I'm cutting off my zip tie. And you can see I have a little bit of a hole there. But when we get done with this, there'll be no holes. We'll have everything moved around. You can take individual stems that you've torn apart from these bunches and slide them down in those zip ties. That's why I said leave it a little bit loose on one area. That way you can sneak these little stems in and help fill up your holes. Right now I'm working on the back of that and just kind of turning it around, and I can still see I've got a hole there in the front, and I do end up fixing it. I'm just putting in some individual pieces in. You can see I had some that I'd cut apart. I think I have made 3 of these trees. You could get some, like some peony bushes or some cherry blossoms. That would be a beautiful tree. I may have to find some cherry blossoms this next spring to see if I can do one of these with that. But once we get it all in, I'm just going in and just fiddling with all the different pieces. And I'll just show you that you can take those apart, and you can see I'm trying to get them in. I hope you guys all enjoy this, and have a great evening, everybody.